Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Brutal Damage. This is Lance, and
This is Jordan.
Jordan likes long walks on the beach.
I do. Yes, I'm a Leo. I hate long walks on the beach. I always get sand in my crack. It's the weirdest thing.
Well, we're here for you today with a sweet matchup between Harbinger and Dreamer. So we got Protectorate versus Grymkin coming right up with the lists.
So right now, this is probably my third game ever Grymkin. Just trying to play the casters, find something fun to play. Playing the typical Dreamer list. Playing it. The idea is just to be very bricky. Get the Gremlin Swarms out there to be annoying. Karianna, or I like to call it Ariana Grande, out there just for some give some love to the beasts.
Mm-hmm.
But the Gorehound getting out there to contest and just to be annoying, and of course the Death Knell to make sure that everybody is super buff.
Yeah, so, you were thinking about, I think you had said before the game we talked a little bit, you were debating between running 2 more Crabbits or the Min Dreadrots, and I think I like the Min Dreadrots a little better. I'm glad you went with that.
Yeah, especially against your list that you picked, that has absolutely no shooting in it.
Right, exactly.
I'm glad I brought Dead Rot so they can screen instead of shield guard. But yeah, so that is basically my list. Kind of getting just the feels out there for the faction, so I can kind of understand it better than anything.
Heck yeah! All right, next up, the Protectorate list. So for my Harbinger list, it's a pretty typical Harbinger list. We have a Hierophant because healing Harvey is great. She's going to be martyrdoming as much as she can during the game, and that's why we bring the Hierophant. We're rolling with 3 Crusaders and a single Sanctifier. There's tons of living stuff that if dies, the Sanctifier can get the souls, so I like running at least 1 Sanctifier with her. The normal boat of solos, we've got 2 Kicky Monks, 2 Champion of the Order of the Walls. We have Hand of Silence, who is another model that can collect souls and dish out focus the jacks or boost attacks. We have the Covenant of Menoth, which is just a fantastic Ancient Shroud flag holding model. 2 mechanics and 2 Men at Archons because they are just they're my favorite Archon, both aesthetically and their rules. They're just fun to play. And then for our rec options, we're rolling with 3 units of the Initiates of the Wall. Set defense, arm 21, 5 boxes, can't be knocked down, move by slam, push, throw. They're fantastic. And then we round out the list with the Min Choir because we only have a couple jacks here. So the gist of the list is to go heavy on scenario. We're playing Anarchy here, so I feel like this is a pretty good scenario for me. I can contest my opponent's flag, keep models alive with martyrdom until Harvey can't safely do that anymore. And my hope is just to throw in fairly expensive pieces, keep alive what I can, and then start to take over on scenario. So a little bit of it's all melee focused army, but that's the gist of the list is hoping to take it on scenario. So without further ado, let's get into turn 1.
Alright, so this is being my first game of Grymkin. I'm just kind of reading over the rules and kind of figuring out, alright, turn 1, I just gotta run. Grymkin, super slow, super punchy in the face. Cage Ragers, they're gonna run, their Fury and their corpses.
Yep, you get the free corpses from Dark Menagerie, so you got that right.
Yeah.
Yep.
Death Knell is just going to kind of walk up to make sure that he can kind of collect what he needs to. Make sure he's giving out that sweet Spora. The Gremlins are just going to try and run and kind of test the zones. Because again, I only have 1 unit.
Yeah, it's a rough
Gorehounds are
scenario
gonna-
for you.
Yeah. Gorehounds are just gonna kind of run up, get ready to go for the next turn. Skinny Moans, all three of them are just gonna run. Dreamer walks up. I'm asking Lance a question. He's looking at his rules.
Because I don't know it offhand. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I put what's the spell? It's one that gives apparition out.
Yeah, I think it's Mirage.
Mirage, and I put Pigpen because I'm using my minion tokens.
Yep. Yep. So you have an apparating screen.
Yeah. Gremlin Swarms are gonna walk up or run up again, so they're ready for Serenity.
Yep.
After I reread Serenity, Lance lets me move those. That's Ariana Grande or Karianna. She runs up, and then the Crabbits just walk up behind the Dreamer.
Beautiful. All right, so we are over onto Protectorate turn 1. Just a sidebar as I'm getting Harby set with her beautiful 10 focus. I took this side because of that wall. Harby just being close to a zone next to a healing objective behind a wall just seems great, so that's why I picked that side. But right now we're starting with some Kicky Monks who both advanced up and did the Shifting Sands stance. Trying to stay out of threat out of basically most of Jordan's army except for the Gorehounds. We flanked really hard in the bottom with a champion because that's kind of what you do. Looks like we already ran the book, who is facing backwards. I just noticed that right now, so that's not great, Lance, but
I thought it was beautiful.
He's just gonna moonwalk and say no spells. Yeah, and I'm trying to think right now with the Mirage on the Dreadrots, just making sure not to give Jordan any free pieces right off the bat here. So we run to Harby up, we put up Crusader's Call, and I think she just camps everything else. I think we might have walked Harby up actually because she could not do Crusader's Call if she ran.
Oh, you stupid initiates.
Yep, the initiates with the cool little trick of putting one up front, not base to base with his buddies, but still within 5 of the Archon to hopefully bait a trigger of the Righteous Fury and Swift Vengeance. Learned that from I think Ethan on Big Top Gaming's channel. That was a tip from him. Otherwise, we ran the Sanctifier up in the middle to collect souls from some stuff if it does die. We're shifting down to the bottom now to the great thing with Harby is that you have 20 control, so I can throw 2 jacks down in the bottom and 2 up in the top, no problem, whereas that's a little tougher for Jordan to do with his beast.
Yeah, but the Dreamer still has 8, so I mean that's still pretty decent.
Oh, she's an 8, okay.
Or 7.
7? Okay, yeah, so 14. Yeah, otherwise here we're just prepping to take that bottom zone, hopefully eventually with that initiate pod. Can't not take 3 units of them in this theme. It's pretty good.
Boo-hoo.
You have to. Otherwise we're just jockeying for position around the building in the middle. Choir are making a Congo line down the center. We run that final, looks like another mechanic up, and then we ran Hand of Silence up to the top to threaten that zone as well. So on to Grymkin turn 2.
Alright, so second turn, everything apparates because of Mirage. Collecting the Fury, kind of figuring out what I want to do this turn. I'm thinking that I need to get the Deadrots and the Gorehounds up to try and screen, block, try and get some slow down his ass to keep my slow ass models alive.
Yeah, exactly.
Dreamer's gonna walk out though first before anything, so if I do get the chance to hit something, I can cast my Manifest Destiny just to see. Kind of looking around. This is probably my favorite move. Do you see that extra measure? That's because I'm thinking I'm playing with a rake. So I measured out, and then it jumped, and then I go back because I go, oh wait, it's Gorehound. So now instead of doing that, I'm just running.
Yep.
Oh no, I charge here, and I do no damage whatsoever or anything. So then I go, it's just not worth it.
Yeah.
Because your initiates are initiates.
Yeah, you could buy more attacks, but you decided to save the Fury for running your other shit up.
Yeah, everything else is going to need to run, and I need the Fury for that. So
yeah.
Gorehound goes up just to slow down some more stuff. I'm pretty sure the Dead Rots go next. Nope, Gremlin Swarms. So
yeah, you're looking to rip some stuff off of some jacks next turn.
Hopefully the first time I will ever see a gremlin do what a gremlin is supposed to do.
Yeah.
See, Gorehound again just runs up, screens some stuff, and hopefully next turn mess with some choir boys.
Mm-hmm.
If the Menite Archon is squishy first. Also, for if he survived, thinking hopefully block some points in the flag. Measuring out, yep. The Dead Rots are going to do their charge. Charge.
Yeah, you're hoping to gum me up, and then also when I kill some of them, which I likely will, then you're going to get some corpses on the death knell. So kind of double duty there.
Yep, and hopefully try to get some corpses for the skinny Moans.
Yeah, exactly. Yep, because they're pretty weak if they don't have corpses.
Yeah. Crabbit goes up there to make sure all of the shooting that Lance doesn't have doesn't shoot me. Skinny Moans and the Ranger looks like they just walk up.
Yep.
This is probably my second favorite move, I think. Yeah. Skinny Moans goes up, puts pushback so he can get up as far as he can. And then this Gremlin Swarm, I forget, has a corporal, so Lance can just charge right through him. But I put him there so that it screens him, so it leaves me alone. Same with the one on top, so he doesn't charge my Skin and Moans. Not thinking Lance can just charge right through it.
Yep, and we'll figure out in a future turn if I take that bait or how I handle that. Don't want to spoil it, but
Ariana Grande goes to the flag, and the battle now walks up. Again, sad because he only has one corpse in him still. Pretty sure my charges do nothing. Yeah, that was pretty much turn 2, other than I guess the Cave Ranger probably walks up again.
Yep, you roll your last swarm and then walk a Crabbit up, and I think that's it for your turn 2.
Yeah, for all this shield guard.
All right, this is Protectorate turn 2. So after the end of this turn, scoring starts. So in my head, I'm thinking try to clear some zones, try to clear my flag, and maybe start scoring early, since I have a much greater ability to spread out in this scenario than Jordan does. So I'm hoping yeah, kind of take over the bottom zone, just since there's not a ton there. I think right now I am trying to figure out threat ranges, if I need Crusader's Call to get to the Skin and Moans. I don't have any Pathfinder in this list, so I think I want to say I either needed it or even with it I couldn't get there. I don't remember offhand, but looks like we did allocate 3 focus to that Crusader, so he's going to try to do something. Otherwise, I think we do easy stuff first. Well, we do what we think is easy stuff first. We start in the top with the champion, and he swings his sword, which is magical, and his shield, which is magical. Both don't hit the Gremlin Swarm, which is very sad. I was thinking that was going to be an easy cleanup. They're super annoying, but we're going to need another model to do that.
I think I played my Arcana this turn 2 when you missed.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
The one that when you miss, I get +1/+1 damage and a hit.
I think you were going to, but it might have been out of range.
Oh, you're right.
I think so. That was your first. Yeah, I think later you decided to do a different Arcana, but yeah. So it looks like Hand of Silence had to go up there and kill the Gremlin Swarm. So that's 16 points worth of models to kill his free Gremlin Swarm. So not great.
Yeah.
Not great at
I thought
all.
it was
Yeah. I think we're going with a Kicky Monk. With sidestep, we walk up and we kick a Dreadrot who does not tough. Now Jordan's thinking about proccing his trump card for the Dreamer, which is All Fall Down. It looks like he did just drop it. So now after well, for models that don't have steady, like this model that's activating right now, the Jacks will be knocked down at the end of their activation. So that's going to kind of gum me up even more, which is probably why Jordan popped it at that time.
Yeah, because I thought Sacrifice would be a really stupid one to play this time.
Yeah, yeah, it'd be real
So
bad.
nothing was hurt.
Yep. So I'm debating here what choir I can move, because you have the 2-inch tongue on the Gorehound, so those two choir boys are stuck where they are. So we're not going to get battle passage or shielding out on the Jacks in the bottom at all this game, unless we clear that Gorehound. But we are going, it looks like we're activating with the Crusader, who is fully loaded and battled. He's walking up and boosting to hit on that Gorehound, and I think he connects and does a big damage roll, I think.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
That poor little Gorehound.
Yeah. Once you hit them, they take some damage pretty quick. Looks like we are buying our second to last attack. And that does take out the Gorehound. Yep. Okay, so we're at least a little less jammed there. There's still a Dreadrot in our face, but that is it for that Crusader. Believe we're gonna activate. Yeah, we're gonna activate likely the bottom Crusader, who is the only one down there with magical weapons besides the Initiates. Nope, I lied. Looks like we're going with the the Shifting Sand Stance Monk, who is surfing on a Paladin shield. I'm super happy with that conversion, but he walked up, put up his stance, and he's just staring down 3 heavies on Jordan's side. He's just going to try to be a speed bump there.
Like my Gremlin Swarm.
Like your Gremlin Swarm, exactly. Here it looks like we bumped Harby up to the wall. We Crusaders call, and we opt to feat. I never really know when to feat with Harby. It'll help clear out some of the Dreadrots. It's not going to do a ton to the beasts, but I figured, hey, he's coming in here. He's going to come to me next turn, so I figured feeding would be at least decent for that top side of the board.
Oh, and this is when you were out by literally like
this is when yeah. You
just were out.
Yep, you just were out. Jordan's nice enough to at least let me roll it back and have him go a different place.
Now watching the recording, it looks like you're a little further up, but that's whatever.
yeah, it does look like I went up a little bit, but I guess in retrospect, I could have ran to where I am now, so maybe I get a point back there.
All right, we'll let it slide.
Yeah. So we bumped him up, and now we have 1 Initiate who has magical weapons charge the pink Gremlin Swarm in the trench. And the other 2 that also obviously have magical weapons charge the speed bump that I am not realizing that the champion can charge right through because he is incorporeal. I'm thinking that I have to get rid of him here. I think I charged too far so that I'm within annoyance. All sorts of bad decisions being made right here. But the single dude did kill the Gremlin Swarm. The CMA from the Initiates did not kill that Gremlin Swarm. So I send the 8-point horse in, who does the job, and then Repo is behind his buddies in the zone. He's cackling. Yep. We run the book, we walk the book up, and we say no spells within 10.
Still backwards.
Still backwards. Yep. I don't think I correct that the whole game. And you can't really see them because they are sideways, but these flags are 3D printed brutal damage axes that Jordan and company did for my 30th birthday, so they're super sweet. Pretty awesome. What are we doing here? I think we're trying to decide when we throw the Archons up, and if we do, how do we prevent them just dying to a Skin and Moans?
No, I think you're attacking my other Gorehound right now.
Oh,
with
you
the
are right. Yep.
Crusader.
Yep, the Sanctifier is, yep, he needed to clear that Gorehound. So, yep, Sanctifier blew his whole stack except for one. But he does clear that jamming Gorehound, looks like. And now we move up the Menite Archon, who is going to take a swing on a Dreadrot. That Dreadrot is not long for this world. Especially not having tough. I think we were just reading All Fall Down there, and I remembered that the Archons can't be knocked down, but that Sanctifier is knocked down, as is, I believe, the book.
Pretty sure. No.
Is the book not?
Was that it? For some reason, I was thinking you did it so the book didn't get knocked down instead of your magic.
Oh, maybe I did the no knockdown within 5. Yeah.
Because I think you did that instead.
You could be right.
You're too far away from me for this 10-inch bubble.
I think you're right. Yep. Yeah, it looks like we just charged in with some initiates who clear out a couple Dreadrots. And they're base to base where they ended, so they can't be knocked down because they're just dumb models.
Yeah. 7 points of bullshit.
And here's an amazing activation that we have a close-up picture of. This is an Archon activating and killing one Dreadrot.
David versus Goliath.
David versus Goliath, yes. Yep, that's Jordan taking a picture. And our camera died there, but it looks like we just ran up the mechanic, and that is the end of turn 2. So we'll figure out what the scoring is, and we'll be right back. Protectorate go up 2-0 by scoring their own flag in the bottom circular zone.
All right, my turn 3. I'm thinking, oh, great. All of my screening is gone. I'm thinking a lot of my Gremlin Swarms are gone. I'm also thinking, shit, I can't score anywhere. What am I going to do?
Mm-hmm.
What would Kerr do at this moment?
Yeah, what would Kerr do?
What would Kerr do? Crying is not an option. So, oh, you also feeded last turn, so I'm not moving the Dreadrots at all.
This is true. Yep.
So I'm just doing my apparate up. The Death Knell walks up to make sure I can get my beautiful bubble everywhere. Let's get it Moans. Yeah, I'm just checking to see if I can swing at your initiate because I wanted to just waste time on my clock because God forbid I ever kill them. Yep, missed. That was beautiful. Dreamer walks up, make sure I'm getting Manifest Destiny out there. Of course, after the Death Knell went. I'm thinking, look at me, I'm so cute. Look at my arms.
Yeah, I think you're doing here. Yeah, that was. Oh yeah, there's Ariana, just chilling on the flag. She was gonna. I think you were debating if she was gonna, who she was gonna enrage. I think is what you were thinking here.
Yeah, cause I moved her and then I enraged the Skin and Moans.
Okay.
But I moved the Cage Rager up because he's swinging.
Yep. The problem is, awe. I shouldn't stutter. Is awe against living beasts makes it pretty tough for Jordan to hit here without boosting. So he's rolling some dice. I think he might have hit, but he's not really doing a whole lot to the initiates that are up here. That was a good roll.
It was probably the best one.
Yeah, it looks like he did 2 damage.
Yeah, just swinging and missing, thinking, oh man, Cage Rager's gonna go up there and eat some delicious initiates. And he kept on taking away all the damage that I did. And I cried a little.
Yep, I did martyrdom the last one that would have killed an initiate because I'm a jerk.
Let me have 1 corpse.
Nope.
This Cage Rager, wanting to show up the other one, is going to go kill this killing monk or punching monk.
Yep.
And he did. Death Knell, I think, takes the corpse.
Sure does. And I was just checking there to see if that monk was within 5 to give Hand of Vengeance to any of my heavies, but he was not. I could not keep him alive with Martyrdom either because he was outside of 12. So.
Oh, and Ariana put Enrage and the Skin and Moans up top. I don't know if I said that, so I'm making sure I did. Kind of looking, trying to see where I want to go first because I know he's got a lot of models that are knocked down.
Mm-hmm. Just measuring. Yep. So you make sure you didn't take a free strike, and you're sending the Skin and Moans into that Crusader.
Yeah, the knockdown Crusader.
Yep.
I think I have 2 corpses on him now, and Manifest Destiny. So I'm gonna try and see what I can do to this Jack.
Yeah, I think he does pretty well if I remember. That was
sure
that was 11.
2 or something stupid.
Oh, I think you leave him on 1 or 2 here. It looks like you leave him on 3, and then you.
I think I'm thinking again. Instead of knocking down the Jack, leave the one that's really hurt and try and see if I can get another corpse, so I can survive longer next turn.
Yep, what you do.
What you do. And I think I'm just kind of trying to see where else I can get corpses from on my last few attacks.
Yeah, and here we're trying to see if you're within awe or not, and I think you were just outside of awe.
Yeah, I think we rolled for it.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Oh God, there's no judge.
I can't tell. I can't ask Matt.
Let's see. I didn't see where I was pointing.
Yeah, you're rolling some dice. Let's see what you're. I think you are.
I think I'm trying to kill more initiates.
Yeah, I think you might have went with the last remaining Dreadrot, maybe.
Or that, yeah.
Now the Skin and Moans going in.
Yep, Skin and Moans, Enrage. He's got 1 corpse on him, so he's +3 to damage and +1 to armor. It's going up against the Midnight Archon.
Yeah, he's under Ashen Veil and Awe, so he's -4 Matt right now. He's down to Matt 3, which is rough. But you hit, and looks
as soon as I hit, then you're dead. So
yeah.
If I get hit. Yep, that's a typical roll for me. 2 1s and a 3. Yes. And then finally died. I think after all of my attacks, I finally killed the 1 Midnight Archon.
Yep.
But he's still full health, so he's hoping and praying that he can maybe last long enough to at least contest the zone.
Yeah, he's in that zone.
Yeah.
He's got all the tokens.
All the tokens. Crabbits, loyal against no shooting.
Do you remember what objective you took this game?
I always take treasure because I forget to use my objective.
Yeah, okay. I think you took that, and then I think I took healing.
I think so.
Yeah, okay. Looks like we're coming up on the end of the turn, which scoring will happen. So this will be bottom of, or the end of top of 3 when this is finished here. So I think you're trying to think of how do you get more models close to my flag? What do you give up? What do you keep back for the next round?
Yeah, I think I was trying to decide what to do that last Skin and Moans, charge or run up, and I think I just ran him to contest the Midnight Archon so it doesn't fly into my face.
Yep.
I'm taking damage from your feet, and I think that was it.
Yep, that was it. So we'll be back with the score in a second. With no Grymkin models in the bottom circular zone, Menoth scores 1 more to make it 3-0. So Protectorate, bottom of 3. We are up 3-0. So my game plan here is to try to score 2. I can obviously just pass turn and score the bottom zone, but I need to either score my flag as an option, although there's 2 Skin and Moans there. Another option is the top zone, but I don't really have, I guess I do have some initiates that are close that could score that zone, but they are tied up with the Cage Rager right now. So we are taking, I believe, my Swift Vengeance movement with the Archon, and we are using the Grievous Wounds weapon in case Jordan wants to do his sacrifice shenanigans. At least this guy can't heal. So put that nice token it down. I think we do a little bit of damage, but nothing crazy on the vengeance attack.
I don't think he did anything. I think I grabbed the card just to do it. I thought he missed.
He might have missed or did like no damage. Yeah.
I think this turn I cast my last.
It looks like
my Arcana.
Yeah. Yep. And your last Arcana was sacrifice, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's sacrifice the one that you hit, and then all knock down, or all fall down.
All fall down. Yep.
I think you're just bouncing out focus at this point.
Yeah, I think I'm still in the control phase now. Yeah, yep. Making sure we got Hand of Vengeance on what a warrior died within 5 of last turn. But check out the tokens out there for that. I'm trying to think of what needs to get battled. If the book is going to be able to stay backwards, which the answer is yes. And here we're starting with the Hierophant. Who looks like no, we're not. We're starting with the Choir, who is going to battle some stuff. Because that is what we do. I dished out 3 focus to the bottom Crusader. I think I dished out 2 to the Sanctifier because he had 1 soul, which will bring him up to full. And then I believe we gave 2 as well to the Crusader in the center. So Harby's only on a little bit, but we don't need Crusaders called this turn, so that was my thinking there. We're starting with the last remaining Menite Archon, who is just beaten on the Skin and Moans right in front of him. We then activate the Battled Crusader, who is not Hand of Vengeance, so he's swinging at POW 20, not POW 22. Wow. And I think he does a pretty good job here. Def 13 is a little iffy. I think I opted to boost at least one of my attacks here because I'm only mat 6. That was a decent roll there. Oh, okay, so that Crusader does remove him, which is great because then I just need to remove one more Skin Moan, sorry. And I have 2 jacks next to it that are real angry.
Yeah, one's really hurt.
One's really hurt.
Repair.
Yep, I almost started attacking with my broken arm, but I remembered I brought a 1-point mechanic, so he goes and fixes him up to fully operational.
I'm thinking, shit, I thought that was a choir boy. I didn't realize it was a repair guy.
Yeah, they look pretty similar. And this Jack, I think the one Jack couldn't do it himself, so he I think he did about 2/3 damage, and the other Jack doesn't need a charge. He just walks over, and he is not battled, but he is Hand of Vengeance, so he's mat 8, POW 20. So he, as long as he can hit, which with mat 8 he should be able to. My hope is that he clears this to let me be able to score my flag. I was thinking about trying to focus on the top zone, killing that Skin and Moans, but I thought once the first Skin and Moans died in the bottom, I thought these 2 Jacks would be able to do this first. So we're on my last attack here, and I'm getting a little nervous. Here's my last attack. And we roll boxcars on the last attack, which is not something that I normally do. So that does, so that does secure the game. We opt not to in a tournament, obviously you'd play it out to get army points destroyed and whatnot, but we do score 2 more to bring this to 5-0, and that'll be a Protectorate victory. Thanks for sticking around. If you guys enjoyed this report, please don't forget to like and subscribe. We will see you guys in the next video.